Okay, Isaiah, hopefully you are going to recover quickly, but I'm using a new technology to try to make this video for you to help you understand how to create your graphs as well as label them. Um, in this particular case, if we look at this, first temperature reading at time zero, you see that the water is starting at 175 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's starting as steam. So we know we have a cooling curve. Now, in order to graph that, of course, you highlight all of your data. You click Insert, click Chart, and there you have your line graph, and you see it shows a line chart. Make certain that you don't have some other graph type in there. And let's just say if you did it this way, it might give you a scatter chart. We don't want a scatter chart. We actually want a line graph. So just make certain you have a line chart. You can close your chart editor. And what I usually do is try to make the graph large enough to where you can see everything, and you kind of go from there. And so hopefully you can see all this on my screen. All right, so now you have a nice line chart, and we already know it's a cooling curve. And so this is how you're going to add your labels. You go back and click on Insert, and you click Insert there. But rather than doing chart, you come down and you go to Drawing. What that does is that opens up a drawing palette for you. And then to make your labels, you come on this palette, and right here you hover over that creates a text box. You click that, and always come over to the left side of your drawing palette, because when you click that, it makes a large text box, and you want it to be where you can resize it. As you see, my computer is acting weird, so let me see, can I do this again? Create for the text box, click to the left, and then what you want to do is type your text here. And so the first thing we're doing is we are getting our label. And the reason I tell you to click to the left side of your drawing palette is so you can resize this down to an appropriate size, just so the box is appropriate size, is easy to work with. All right, once you've got your label there, you just click Save and Close. And what you use, well, and it normally puts it in weird spots, so you have to get it. But you see, here's your label there. Just click on it, and then you can just drag it out here. And so you've got your label that this is a cooling curve. All right, and remember, we said that because that water is starting at 175 degrees, it's first starting as a gas. And what you're wanting to do is to label the different phases, different states of matter of the water. It's going to start as a gas here. And of course, we only deal with three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. And if it's cooling, you're going to start at a gas. You're going to go through a phase change here, and it's going to become a liquid, and another phase change here, and then it's going to be a solid. So we want to label, those three states of matter. Do it the exact same way. You go out here and click Insert, Drawing, click the text box, come down here and click text, and what you want to do is type gas. You have gas, and then you want to resize your text box. You basically just grab and hover over this point till it becomes that plus sign, that cross. You click on it, and then you can change the angle. And then once you have the angle changed, you just click Save and Close, and then you can put it in its proper location. And so once you've got your gas at an angle, Save and Close, it's over here. You can just drag it to where it's a gas, go back out, Insert, Drawing, text box, click liquid, QUID, resize. Made it too small, get it to the right size, change your angle, Save and Close, There it is there. Drag it over to here. Go back out one more time. Insert, drawing, text box. Click, solid. Resize your box. Change your angle. Save and close. Click it, grab it, put it there. So you've got the sections of your cooling curve labeled with this three states of matter. It's a cooling curve, starts as a gas, goes through a phase change to a liquid, then the final phase change to a solid. Now we've got to put in what the specific names are for the phase changes. Hopefully you remember that when a gas cools down and converts to a liquid, we call that condensation. So we need to make a label for that particular phase change. So again, same thing. Come here, insert, drawing, text box, click left, condensation. And also keep this in mind, you don't have to memorize, this information. You've got it in your notes. You can use your notes whenever you're doing anything. And of course, the phase changes take place on the flat parts of the graph, so you don't have to change an angle. Just type the word. There it is. Drag it to the spot on the graph where condensation is taking place, and that's there. And of course, when a liquid is converted to a solid, you know what happens. Basically, if you put water in the freezer, it freezes. And so, condensation takes place to convert a gas to a liquid, and freezing takes place to convert a liquid into a solid. So again, insert, drawing, text box, click left, freezing, resize it. Always make it a little too small. Save and close. Taking a long time to do that. Click, grab and drag, and you have a perfectly labeled cooling curve because you've identified it as a cooling curve. You have your graph showing the temperature decreasing. You showing, starting as a gas, condensing into a liquid, which freezes into a solid. That's all you got to do to label your cooling curve, and so that is done.